Imagine you're walking down the street, mid-conversation with a friend, and then suddenly they just stop. Mid-sentence, mid-step, their eyes are wide open. They're still breathing, but they're completely frozen. Like a statue, what would you do? This isn't a scene from a sci-fi movie. This actually happened to millions of people, a little over 100 years ago. This was the terrifying reality of a disease that swept the globe between 1917 and 1928, known as Encephalitis Lethargica, or more chillingly, the sleeping sickness. But this was no ordinary sleep. People from all walks of life, perfectly healthy one moment, would suddenly become locked inside their own bodies. Some would fall into a deep, coma-like slumber they could never wake from. Others, even more bizarrely, remained awake and aware but were utterly paralyzed. Their minds were still there, racing, thinking, feeling. But their bodies had become prisons. Imagine the horror of being able to see and hear everything around you. But you can't move a muscle. You can't speak. You can't even blink. Some people were frozen in the middle of an action, holding a fork, reaching for a book, and they stayed that way for years. Some for decades, and this wasn't an isolated incident. It started subtly, but soon it was everywhere. It became a global pandemic, striking over 1 million people across Europe, North America, and as far as India. The world was already reeling from the First World War and the Spanish flu, and now this. Doctors were completely baffled. They had no idea what caused it. Was it a virus, a bacteria, a complication from the flu? Every theory led to a dead end. They tried everything, but nothing worked. The medical community, for all its advances, was utterly helpless as they watched people simply turn to stone. Then, after a decade of terror, as mysteriously as it had arrived, it vanished. After 1928, new cases just stopped appearing. The epidemic was over, but it left behind a haunting legacy. The people it had claimed remained frozen, silent statues in hospitals and care homes around the world. A generation lost not to death but to a living stillness. Many would remain in this state for the rest of their lives. And here's the most unsettling part. To this day, we still don't know for sure what it was. No definitive cause was ever found. No cure was ever discovered. It was a medical mystery that came out of nowhere, froze 1 million people in time, and then disappeared back into the shadows, leaving us with a chilling question. Could it happen again?